do a sound check.
Okay, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Test. 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 1, 2, 3. Beavercreek Beavers tussle with the Troy Trojans in Friday night high school hockey. Good evening from South Metro Rink. This is Kent Jacobs with Beavercreek Beavers hockey. Tonight the Beavers face the Troy Trojans. The Beavers are coming in with a record of 5-1 on the season. They are coached by Greg Gutterman. The assistant coaches Brad Lloyd, Drew Earhart, and Cam Quick. The team managers Allison Mundy and Abby Schiffelbein. The Troy Trojans are coached by Rick Zabo and his assistant coaches Carl Mick and JT Zabo. The Beavers, of course, having their last action canceled because of COVID-19. The game against Mason was canceled last week, so they've had a long layoff and are ready to get back in action. Referees for this evening's contest, Leon Waltz and Keith Picard. Netminders for Troy, Noah Carver, and for Beavercreek, Ben Duford. Troy comes in their white sweaters, red trunks. The Beavers in the all-black sweaters and the black trunks, and we are underway here at South Metro on a Friday night. From the opening face-off, the Beavers come across center. Puck is dumped in behind the Troy net. After for the Beavers, Riley Hansen has it plucked away by Colin Berghart. Berghart trying to clear the zone. Now up to center is Burris. Burris lost the handle, and Berghart will dump it in. We're playing 3 15-minute periods in high school hockey. And the Beavers start out carried in on the right wing for the Beavers. Bush centers, but no one's there. It's intercepted by Connor Sexton of Troy. Troy, a pass for Paff is ahead of him. Chasing it down behind the net is Sexton. Sexton couldn't keep the puck in. Beavers start back out. Puck dumped back in. Now carrying out for Troy, Garrett Paff, but he's bumped off the puck. There's a shot that's wide of the mark from Cam Lombardo of Troy. The puck tied up along the boards. There's a long shot. Pad save. Forward. Now the Beavers look to get it out of their own end. Just underway, a minute 40 in, no score. Behind the net, the Trojans now in the corner. Connor Sexton. Sexton carries behind the net. Now wraparound is right through the goal crease. It carries along the far boards and is cleared away by the Beavers. Beating the puck down the ice for Troy was Jesus Hernandez. He prevents the icing and gets it out of his own zone. Teams change on the fly. And then there's an offside at the Beaver blue line, so that will result in a face-off. Puck flipped over the glass, so that'll result in a face-off right at center ice. New lines on after the stoppage. Gavin Burris lost the draw to the Beavers. Puck stripped away, carrying in the Beaver zone for a shot. And a save by Duford as Jack Crawford pulled a trigger on a shot, a wrister right past the Beaver blue line. With 12.5 to play in the period, we'll have another face-off, this time in the left wing, in the right wing zone of the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. And right away now off the face-off, there's a whistle. And a Beaver penalty on the play. It looks like for the Beavers, Joe Martin going off on a penalty. So the Troy Trojans will have the game's first power play opportunity. From the face-off, Troy trying to set up their man advantage. Back in the corner, Lombardo. At the left point, Berghardt. Now back for Lombardo. Centering pass. Broken up. Puck held in at the left point by Berghardt. And then cleared away by the Beaver defense. And back to get it for the Trojans is Colin Berghardt. Berghardt. Pass up ahead beyond his teammate, and the Beavers chuck it right back to center. And Burris will dump it back in the Beavercreek zone. A minute 15 left in the Troy power play chance. Puck shot from the blue line just wide by Riley Hansen. Hansen trying to flip it in front, has it poke checked away by DeBrose. Now picking it up for the Trojans is Gavin Burris. Burris works around a check at center ice. Dumps it in behind the Beavercreek net. Burris has it taken away. Beavers can't get it out of their own zone. There's a shot. And they score! The Troy Trojans with a power play goal. As it's Colin Burris. So Burris. So a power play goal for Troy Burris of the Trojans. So 4 minutes in, and the clock is not running. The clock is not running. But so we'll have to they'll have to adjust the clock as it hasn't started running. So someone will have to get the attention of the score. Now it's running again. We lost probably about a good 15, 20 seconds of play there, but now we're back to a running clock. Beavers in their own zone. Clear back into the Troy end. Flipped back to center by Colin Burkhart. 1-0 Trojans. Mike McWork will dump it in. Beavers back to get it in their own zone. With 10.5 to go in the period. Racing up right wing into the Troy zone, around a check, moving a shot! He scores! Thomas Bush! Thomas Bush's 14th goal of the year. So for Thomas Bush, the junior alternate captain for the Beavers, his 14th goal of the year, and it's all tied at 1. And from the face-off at center ice. Puck is cleared in, behind the Troy goal. Back come the Trojans. They'll dump it in. Beavers will play it in their own end. With just under 9 minutes to play. Here's a loose puck picked up by Bush. Another wrist shot, and the save off the blocker pad by Noah Carver of Troy. And the puck flipped up over the boards, and that'll result in a face-off. 9:43 left in period number 1. It's been Burris for Troy, Bush for Beavercreek. Face off just to the Troy side of center ice, and again flipped up over the boards. And now we'll take a face off back deep in the Troy zone. It'll be Burris versus Martin. Trojans win the face off. Flick to center, and then it's cleared right back in behind the Troy net. Picking up the puck there is Troy's Caden Lombardo. Beavers volley it right back in. Wrapped around to the far side. Picked up in the corner for the Trojans by Jesus Hernandez. Hernandez can't get it out of his own end. It's picked up by Martin. Centering, actually a shot right on. Pad save. There's a shot from the center point. It's blocked in front. As now carrying through center is Colin Burris. Burris for Troy. Trying to backhand it in front. Now a shot from the right point. Off the stick of McWork is blocked. And the Beavers clear it back in. Back is Colin Burghardt of Troy. Burghardt for Cam Lombardo. His pass off a stick, loose at center. Beavers dump back in, 1-1 the score. 8:15 to go in the period. Now the puck cleared the length of the ice. It's off a stick, so icing is waved off. Beavers back to try to play the puck. Hansen tangled up. Several players digging at it for Troy. Garrett Paff kicks free into the corner, and the Beavers try to start back out. Hansen will slide it in the Troy zone. Colin Burghardt. Pass up ahead for Sexton. An outlet pass for Burris and a shot. And the save by Duford. And the Beavers start out off the rebound. Cleared off a stick. Back into the Troy zone. And the Trojans dump it in. And here come the Beavers. Up right wing for Beavercreek. Here it is, Thomas Bush. And the backhander is poke checked away by Carver. Beavers trying to play the puck. Now here's a pass at the top of the slot, and a pass for Martin is behind him. Martin has it poke checked away. Hansen trying to hold it in, but it's off a stick to Troy's Cole DeBross. DeBross, pass intercepted. Beavers coming back. And Thomas Bush, as he carries in, it's offside on the Beavers. Teams change with the stoppage. And we'll have a face-off just to the Troy side of center ice. From the draw. Burris flips it in. Beavers trying to get it out. Here's Webb. Webb has it stripped away. Loose puck poke checked to center. And Trojans Burris had it for a moment. He's checked along the boards. Puck cleared right back in the Troy zone. Back to get it for the Trojans. Hernandez, he wraps it around for Lombardo. Cam Lombardo. He's tied up, can't get the puck out. Beavers hold in. Top of the slot, shot wide from Webb. Now pass back to the center point, held in, but stripped right away by Cam Lombardo. Lombardo racing after it, and he's unable to catch up to it before it passes the goal line for icing. Like 5:32 left in the first period. We're all knotted up at 1. Troy started the scoring with a power play goal by Burris. Gavin Burris, and then Thomas Bush scored for the Beavers. And from the draw, puck comes right on net and covered by Benny Duford of the Beavers. And we'll have another face-off. From the draw, Burghardt, screen shot, save, rebound, loose in front. Duford down for a moment. Trying to center the puck again were the Trojans, but that's broken up in front. Burris trying to drop it off to the point, but it flips up over the glass, and we'll have another face-off. 5:09 to play in the period. Beavers trying not to look past this game. They have a rival game against the Alder Knights coming up on Sunday. So the challenge for Coach Gutterman and his staff to make sure the Beavers aren't looking past the Trojans. We had actually a penalty on that play on Beavercreek. So another power play chance for the Trojans. They scored on their first power play chance earlier in the period. As unable to hold the puck in at the point, the Trojans have to circle back. A minute and a half left in their power play opportunity. It's Caden Lombardo dumping the puck in. Beavers trying to get the puck out of their own zone on the penalty kill. Puck centered. Shot, but unable to get good wood on it. Troy sets up their power play deep in the Beavercreek zone. Puck right on the right wing. There's another shot right on, and a save by Duford as he hits the ice. As Colin Burkhart put one on net. 1:04 left in the power play, 4:12 left in the period. Face off deep in the Beaver zone to the left of Duford. And from the face off, Cam Lombardo drops it behind the net. Now a long shot from the point by McWork. Save, rebound. Duford down. He's out of the crease, and he's able to cover the puck. I'd like to mention a few of our sponsors. Flying Locksmith in Beavercreek, one of the sponsors of Beavercreek hockey this season. Also TJ Awards for all of your award needs, ribbons, medals, trophies. TJ Awards in Beavercreek. Trojans dump in and up over the glass, and there'll be a face-off as 34 seconds left in the power play chance and 3:41 left in the period. Face off to the right of Trojan netminder Noah Carver. From the draw, Caden Lombardo. Pass up ahead, off a stick to teammate Joey Brussell. He'll dump it in. At the right point, Caden Lombardo throws it in front, and Duford is able to cover. Just 15 seconds left in the penalty. Teams change with the stoppage. And it'll be Gavin Burris, for the Trojans, but the Beavers clear the puck down the ice. That's going to effectively kill off this Troy power play. As Caden Lombardo pass over for DeBrose up off of a stick to center. Puck right. Rides along the left wing, onto the boards loose. Several players fight for it. Beavers are able to clear the zone. Dumped right back in by the Trojans. After it for Troy, Madeline Logan. Beavers come away with it. Back they come into the Troy zone. Bush looking to make a play. Bush centers for Hansen. It's broken up. Now back to Bush again. He tosses the puck back into the opposite corner for Hansen. Hansen checked off the puck by Brussell of Troy. Beavers held in for a moment, but now Caden Lombardo is able to carry to center. He'll dump it in the Beavercreek zone. 2:10 to go in the period. Beavers and Trojans all knotted up at 1. There's a Donahue trying to carry in, has it stripped away by Berghart. And he has it taken away and volleyed right back down the ice for icing against the Beavers. I'd like to thank some of our other individual sponsors this year for Beavercreek Hockey. Eric and Diane Sondergelt, Team Sandness, Joel Luker, and also the Shuttleworth family, all sponsoring Beavercreek Hockey again this season. Cleared to center from the face-off. McGurk dumping it right back in. Behind the net. Beavers trying to carry out. Up the right wing. Here comes Bush. Bush carrying it in front. Shot. And trying to stuff it in, but Carver may have gotten a piece of that. It was wide of the mark. Clearing in is Connor Sexton of Troy. Sexton chases it down. Sexton trying to center, but it's back to McGurk at the right point. His screen shot is blocked on defense and down the ice. And he's back to get it. McGurk for Berghart. Broken up, stolen away by Martin. Shot! And a pad save kicked out by Carver from the stick of Elsner. Now just 40 seconds left in the period. Trojans dumping in as both teams change on the fly. Half a minute to go in the period. Trying to hold it in, Caden Lombardo. He dumps behind the Beavercreek net. Now here's a shot from a bad angle, pad save. And the Beavers are able to get it out of the zone. Chasing it down for Beavercreek. Hanson shot. Save. Rebound was in the slot for a moment. Now another shot is blocked wide as Martin had a chance to try to stuff it in, but couldn't quite get the handle on it. Now a shot from the left wing and the save by Noah Carver, and this time he holds on to the rebound for a face-off. There's 5 seconds left in the period, and the Beavers will have a chance to try to get a shot away if they can win this face-off. From the draw, shot, save, rebound! He scores! They are able to score with just 5 seconds left in the period. How about that? As Carver made the initial save and Riley Hanson, and check that is Donahue. So I believe Donahue, is that Joey Donahue? So with just a half a second left in the period, Joey Donahue, if he's the one on the goal, I believe he is. That would be his third of the season. Puck dropped, and that expires the period. So, well, we thought that with 5 seconds left, a face-off deep in the Troy zone, the Beavers had a shot at trying to score, and they do on a rebound. So, after one, the Beavers lead the Trojans 2-1. Exciting first period by these two teams. The Trojans coming in as underdogs, but they played very well in this period, and Beavers capitalizing on that late face-off and deep in the Troy zone. Trojans not in position to clear the puck away from their own net following the rebound, and Donahue was able to score. So we're going to be having a guest during this intermission. Or are they going to resurface the ice? We may just have a short break. Our guest may be coming after the second period. But just to mention again a few more of our sponsors for Beavercreek Hockey this season. The Dayton's Original Pizza Factory on Wayne Avenue. Always take care of us on all of our team outings with pizza, subs, and and salads, go see Bill Daniels at the Dayton Original Pizza Factory. You can call them at 224-4477. And they're out on Wayne Avenue, 1101 Wayne Avenue in East Dayton, the Dayton's Original Pizza Factory. So we'll have the intermission and interview after the second period. They're not going to resurface the ice after this first frame. So the Trojans are back on the ice, waiting for the Beavers to come back on. Looks like we've got Madeline Hogan. I'm trying to read some of the other Troy numbers. And it looks like Connor Sexton for Troy. Riley Hansen's going to take the face-off for Beavercreek to start the second period. And the Beavers in all black, Troy in the white sweaters, red trunks. From the face-off, there is a shot from a bad angle at the point wide of the Beavercreek goal. Carrying up right wing, Bush. Bush gets it back. Bush over the Troy line, crossing the left wing. Bush, shot wide. Karam's back in front, and it's covered by Carver. Noah Carver in the net for the Troy Trojans. And for the Beavers, Ben Duford still in the net for Beavercreek. We might see Ian Champagne later, as Coach Gutterman's been splitting the games up between the two netminders this season. Trojans have it stripped away by Bush. Bush in turn poke checked. Loose puck Donahue. Donahue in the corner, flips it back for Bush behind the Troy net. Bush centers, shot, pad save, rebound, Carver down, and it's flipped wide. Puck cleared, not out, held in by Webb, dumped behind the net for Hansen. Riley Hansen tied up there, loose puck, cleared down the ice. And if this carries the length, which it will, it'll be icing on the Troy Trojans. Beavers coming in the season 5-1, and their last action against Mason was called off because of the virus. Hope that won't happen anymore this season. We have our fingers crossed. Alex Elsner for the Beavers. Taking the face off. It's won by Burris of Troy. Loose puck. And their player for Troy falling down, so Webb picks it up for the Beavers. Webb to Donahue. He'll dump it in. The Troy end of the rink. Back for Troy, Hernandez. Hernandez. Shooting not out of the zone. Elsner held it in. There's going to be a delayed whistle. The Beavers coming back as loose puck picked up. That was a delayed offside, I guess. Was now a long shot down the ice will be icing on the Beavers. With 13:01 left in the period. And the Beavers in all black lead the Troy Trojans 2-1. The Trojans opened the scoring. It was Burris on a power play. And then the Beavers retaliated with two unanswered goals, Thomas Bush and I believe Joey Donahue. Puck carried at center by Michaela Smith. Slides into the Troy zone. Back come the Trojans. Bush had it momentarily. Now picks it back up. Thomas Bush over the line. Bush backhander. And that's a score by Thomas Bush. I didn't see the signal by the referee, but Thomas Bush gets his second goal of the game and 15th of the season. So that backhander went in, and the Beavers lead it now 3-1. And from the face-off, the Beavers Joe Martin flips it ahead. Dumped right back in by the Trojans, Ethan Webb. Webb checked in the corner. Loose puck, Paff, shot, save, rebound, still in front, trying to jab at it is Gabby Paff of Troy. It's covered by Duford, and he'll hold on for the face-off. It'll be Gabby Paff against Alex Elsner, the freshman for Beavercreek. He wins the draw, back for Webb. Webb can't get it out of the zone. It's shot right back in behind the net. Poke checked in the corner was Burris. Loose puck, Webb. Webb trying to get it out. It was off of teammate Bordis and held in. Now Elsner trying to pick up the loose puck. He's poke checked. And now for the Beavers, Joe Martin. Martin, and he has it taken away. There's a shot, save Duford, and he's going to hold on to the rebound from the shot of Cam Lombardo rather than risking a Trojan coming in for the rebound. 11:30 to play, second period, 3-1 Beavercreek. And from the face-off, the Beavers, Thomas Bush. Pass up ahead, off of a stick. Smith trying to pick it up. She has it poke checked away. Bush picks up the loose puck. Rink wide pass. The Webb has it checked away. Now here's a loose puck picked up by the Trojans. Shot by Connor Sexton is wide as he had some daylight for a moment in the slot of the Beavercreek zone. Now Sexton again behind the net. Sexton's tied up, and the puck picked up by Thomas Bush of the Beavers. Pass on right wing for Donahue down the ice. And Donahue picks it up. Puck was off a stick, so icing waved off. 10:30 to go in the period. Loose puck along the boards at center. Chipped ahead by the Trojans. Burris, backhand pass, broken up. Long shot from the right point is wide. Puck tied up in the corner. Beavers trying to get it out of their own zone. In the corner now for the Trojans. A shot, save by Duford, a stick save from DeBrose, his shot. He had a big chance, but Duford had a good angle on it and knocked it away with the big paddle stick. Puck still in the Beavercreek zone. Michaela Smith is able to slide it to center. Back for Troy, Jesus Hernandez. Hernandez trying to start out. Hernandez across center will dump it in. Back for the Beavers to pick it up was Webb. Webb will dump it down the ice, trying to pick it up, a shot! And it's just wide of the mark, as the Beavers had a chance the other way. Thomas Bush will pick it up for the Beavers. Bush being tailed by Cam Lombardo. Carries on right wing into the Troy zone. Bush trying to center, and that centering pass broken up. Non-stop action. Here is Ethan Webb of Beavercreek and his long shot, and that will cause a stoppage as he ices the puck. With 8:49 left in period number 2. And we'll have a guest at the intermission. We should have one of the Beaver players and maybe one of the Beaver managers or assistant coaches. From the draw, deep in the Troy zone. Bordis flipped it to center to Elsner. Elsner carries over the line, wrist shot, and that's wide. They've gotten a piece of it, was Noah Carver. Bush trying to hold it in at the left point. for Beavercreek, but is unable to. It's shot down the ice, and again, icing now, this time on the Trojans, and will take the face-off back at the other end. I'd like you to visit the Home Depot, one of our corporate sponsors for Beavercreek hockey this year. Home Depot in Fairborn is down the street from the Nutter Center. And there is a stoppage. Again, we'll have a face-off, this time deep in the Troy zone. Riley Hansen for the Beavers. Sophomore, center iceman. Takes the draw. Shot from the right point and the save. So another draw will be back deep in the Troy zone. Beavers a little bit short-handed this evening. With a few scratches, so some of the players will be working a little bit more tonight than normal. Now back come the Trojans. They dump it in, and that'll be icing as Bush unable to come up with the puck before it crossed the red line. He lets it go, and that'll be icing. And Beavers looking forward to first big alter confrontation. That'll be coming up here day after tomorrow. Shot! Bush! And the save is made by Carver, as Thomas Bush had a clearing at the center point, top of the slot, and he was able to pull the trigger, but Carver is able to glove it, and he'll hold on. Thomas Bush gunning for a hat trick, as he had a hat trick in the last contest the Beavers played, which was against Mason. So Bush looking for a hat trick in his second consecutive game. Riley Hansen in the corner for the Beavers. Around a Troy player. Top of the slot. His shot blocked and cleared away. It's going to be another icing against Troy. 7:17 to go in the second period. Our referees tonight, Leon Waltz, who we see a lot in this season. Keith Picard, who I don't know if we've had Picard as one of our referees yet this season or not. And there'll be a timeout called with 7:17 to go. And the Trojans go to their bench. The Trojans, and underdogs tonight, but they are hanging right in. They are playing a good game so far. It held a 1-0 lead until midway through the first period, when Thomas Bush scored his first goal of the game, and Joey Donahue on a rebound with just a few seconds left in that first period gave the Beavers a 2-1 lead, and then Thomas Bush again scoring in the second period to make it 3-1 Beavers. And as we anticipated earlier, there is a goaltender change for the Beavers. Ian Champagne will come in, as again Coach Gutterman is splitting up the duties between the two netminders, and Benny Duford is the goaltender of record for this game as the starter. So the teams will split up. Troy coach Rick Szabo sending his troops back out. Coach Gutterman for the Beavers finishing up his advice for the Beaver squad. Beavers score again. They'll take a commanding lead. There's a shot, and it's steered wide by Carver, as Bush again was going for that hat trick. Puck still in the Troy zone. Beavers trying to make a play, centering, pad save. It actually was a shot, and turned away by Noah Carver. Carries in a shot, gloved by Carver, and he'll hold on for the face-off. Clock stops, 6:49 to play, second period. Alex Elsner for the Beavers. Taking the face off. And puck skitters to center from the face-off, chasing it down. Bush, and he carries behind his own net, beating Sexton to the puck, so he couldn't break away with it. Here comes Elsner. He's checked. We've got a delayed penalty on the play, as it's going to be a Trojan penalty, as Champagne went to the bench to give the Beavers an extra attacker during the delayed offside. It's Garrett Paff, one of the brother-sister team of Garrett and Gabby Paff. Gabby number 2, uniform number 2. Garrett, brother, is number 14, and he heads off in a 2-minute minor penalty. So the Beavers trying to take a commanding 3-goal lead, have a power play chance. Ethan Webb, left wing for Elsner, poke check. Webb has a chance for a moment, but then it's cleared away. And it's off a stick and a high stick, and there will be a face-off with 6:05 to go in the period. 1:45 to go in the Beaver power play. Face-off in the left wing circle of the Creek zone. It's Riley Hansen against Gavin Burris, who scored the only goal so far tonight for the Trojans. Trojans short-handed, trying to hold it in. Now the Beavers regain possession. Hansen works around a check across center. Hansen in the corner. He circles around. Hansen back for Bush, right point. Now back along the right wing. Now a centering pass, and it's behind the Beavercreek player and down the ice. Champagne will set it up for Bush. We're approaching a minute left in the power play opportunity. Puck stolen at center and dumped right back in by Berghardt of Troy. Now short-handed. Lombardo was trying to make a play on the puck. Beavers trying to carry out and get their power play organized. Here's Riley Hansen carrying in. Hansen drops it off. Now a centering pass is broken up and cleared to center. Trojans trying to break out with it. That was Burris, but he was unable to maintain possession. He regains it and clears it down the ice. Beavers with a half a minute left in their power play opportunity. Haven't really had much of a scoring chance so far on this man advantage. Here's Bush working around Lombardo. Bush across center ice. Thomas Bush drops the puck off to Donahue. Now a pass over on the left wing for Hansen. Hansen in the corner. Hansen tied up by Hernandez. Hansen still has the puck. Drops it off. Pass broken up and cleared. As the penalty has been killed off by the Trojans. Here's a loose puck picked up, walking in front of shot, and the save by Duford, as it was Glover for the Trojans. And Duford was able to cut off the angle, catch the puck, and cradle it up against him to prevent a rebound. A dangerous chance for the Trojans, but unable to cash in on it. Here's a one-time shot from the left point, is wide. Centered again. Sexton trying to get a whack at it. He tips it wide. Loose puck along the far boards. Hansen clears ahead. It's off a stick. Back after it for the Beavers, and tied up along the boards was Elsner. Elsner digging at it. Beavers lead it 3-1. We've got 3.5 to play in the period. To Sexton, as Sexton carries in on right wing. He'll dump it in. Trying to get a shot off, and it's wide, well wide of the mark. Loose puck in the corner. Centered. It's broken up, and it's Joe Martin able to clear the puck. Back for Troy, Mike McWork. McWork pass at center, off the boards, and chipped in by Hernandez of Troy. Here is Bordas for Beavercreek. Chips to center for Elsner, but Elsner is too far ahead of him. Now Bordas again will now flip it in the Troy zone. 2:40 left in the period. Teams change. Beavers in black lead at 3-1. They've scored 3 unanswered goals since early in the first period. Hansen stealing the puck and trying to walk in front, unable to get a shot away. 2:25 to go. Now we've got a whistle, and we'll have a face-off deep in the Troy zone. An exciting game, fast-moving. There's a shot and a score for the Beavers. With 2:20 left in the period, as that looks like Joey Donahue again. Joey Donahue is second of the game. And from the face-off at center, we've got Beavers Martin. His pass is intercepted and cleared back in with 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Players tie up now. Bush from behind his own net. Rink wide pass at center for Donahue. He's tied up along the boards. Hansen digs at it. Bush picks it up. Thomas Bush fighting off 3 Trojans. Able to slide it in. Back is Hernandez of Troy. He can't get it out of his own end. Beavers hold in. There's Hansen trying to get a shot away, but it's wide. Loose puck in the corner. Puck centered again. And several players trying to get a piece of it, but unable to get it on goal. And now it's banged off the boards and down the ice. So just 1 minute, 9 seconds left in period number 2. And the Beavers lead it 4-1, 4 unanswered goals. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Troy zone. As Alex Elsner will take the draw for Beavercreek. Now waiting for one of the Troy players to come on. It's like Garrity. Now Trojan tossed out of the face-off circle, and now we're ready. And the puck is dropped. With a minute left in the period, Trojans get it out. Beating Troy player Sexton to the puck, but now Sexton is able to pick it up. He's knocked down, puck tied up right along the side of the net, and now the puck squirts free right in the crease, and it's covered up by Champagne, and he's able to hold it. So a dangerous chance created by Connor Sexton is his hustle of trying to get the puck right in front and almost able to score on that sequence. Screen shot is blocked in front. Another shot, save Champagne. Rebound kicks into the corner. Now whistle on a shot. We've got a penalty coming up. And heading away to the penalty box, it'll be Joey Brussel for Troy for tripping. 2 minutes. And the Beavers another power play chance to try to put this game out of reach, as we have just over a half a minute left in the period. They scored with just a few seconds left, actually a half a second left in that first period. Now trying to score again late in the second frame. And a centering pass intercepted and shot down the ice by the Trojans. And back to get for the Beavers, Webb. Puck's off a stick to Elsner for Beavercreek. Elsner bumped off the puck. Trying to dig at it is Bush. Just a few seconds left in the period, and that'll tie things up for the period. So the Beavers will have a minute 23 seconds left of a power play chance at the outset of the second period. And after two, it's the Beavers leading the Troy Trojans 4-1. And you're listening to Beavercreek Beaver Hockey on the Beavercreek Varsity Hockey YouTube channel. My name's Kent Jacobs. We appreciate you joining us as we anticipate having a guest at the end of this period. And we've got, we'll go over the scoring before we have someone come in. First of all, in the first period, the scoring started off by Gavin Burris of Troy on a power play goal to give the Trojans a 1-0 lead. Then Thomas Bush scoring for the Beavers, his 14th goal of the year. And then Joey Donahue, his third of the season. And it was 2-1 Beavers after one period of play. In the second period, Thomas Bush with goal number 15 of the season. And then it was Joey Donahue, again, his second goal of the game. And for Donahue, that was the sophomore, his fourth goal of the season. So it is 4-1 Beavers after two here at the South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville. And before we meet with one of the Beaver players, we can run down our sponsors for Beavercreek Hockey as the Zamboni is resurfacing the ice at the second intermission. We'd like you to visit David Huff and Luke Cunningham at Prime Electric in Beavercreek. For any of your electrical needs, that's Prime Electric. And their number is 689-6515. Any residential or business electrical work you need done, David Huff and Luke Cunningham at Prime Electric in Beavercreek. One of the managers. And we're very pleased to have a guest at this second intermission, and we are familiar with this young lady as we saw you last year. This is Abby Schiffelbein, and she is one of the team managers again this year. And so, Abby, thank you for joining us, first of all.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to be here.
And is this your second year?
Yes, this is my second year managing.
And first of all, I think we'd all like to get an update on your brother, Nate Schiffelbein, who was a key member of the team's success last season. What's Nate up to these days?
So he just had to get chest surgery in October. So he's been recovering from that. He's doing really well, though. And he took a lot of time to recover. So this is his third month since his surgery or his operation. Since he had to get it on his chest, he had to get 2 metal bars put in to push out his concave chest. So his life's been pretty hectic for him.
Wow, and that would certainly be a terribly invasive procedure, so I can imagine there'd be a lot of recovery time needed for that. So give Nate our best and tell him we hope he gets back soon. When he recovers, is he planning to play any college hockey?
He was thinking about it, but he doesn't really have a plan yet.
Okay. Now, yourself, or what class are you this year?
I'm a sophomore at Beavercreek High School.
Are you going to continue on as a team manager the next 2 years?
I was thinking about it, but I was debating on if I wanted to go far in college. I wanted to focus more on school, so I might not stay for the next.
Well, we support whatever you do. Hope you can come back, but if you need to concentrating on your studies. We certainly understand that. What would you like to study in college? Do you know?
I was thinking psychology or maybe photography. I don't know. I don't have a set plan yet, but
Um, what do you think? Do you can you practice some psychology on the players out there?
I might have to.
Okay, because I understand from your cohort, Allison, that the fellows sometimes can cause a little goofing off going on.
Oh yeah, they definitely they definitely teach you how to take a joke.
And are you guys from Beaver Creek originally?
So we actually moved to Beavercreek from Toledo, Ohio, about 6 years back now. So
What did you think of Toledo? Do you miss it, or what was that like?
I mean, I definitely missed it. Nathan probably missed it more than me. He really badly wanted to move back. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it there.
Now I've never been up there. How is Toledo compared to Dayton? Is it kind of same type of city?
Honestly, there's not that much of a difference. It's just my family still lives up there. The majority of my extended family members live up there, so it's like home to me.
Is the weather worse up there in the wintertime?
Usually, yeah, the roads are pretty bad.
You guys are probably used to the snow. You don't think anything of it.
Oh no, not really. Especially being in a hockey rink all the time.
Now, have you played any sports during your school years?
I used to play soccer and volleyball, but I haven't been playing the past couple years now.
Are you ever going to in college? Do you know, or
I was thinking about starting soccer back up, but I don't think I'll continue on in college. I was just thinking rec soccer just for fun.
what position do you like to play in soccer?
I always played defense, like left defense. My coach always used to say I was really good.
So, are you a physical player or a finesse player?
Ooh, I was definitely more of a physical player. I always wanted to play hockey too growing up, so
Why didn't you?
my parents my parents were really scared that I was going to get hurt, so they didn't really let me, and I guess they never gave me an opportunity to.
Well, that's understandable. Although I tell you what, there's like three or four young ladies out here today,
Oh, yep. Michaela Smith is really good. She's been doing really good today.
and Troy's they've got two or three young ladies out there. So you're starting to see a lot more of the young ladies playing hockey. So, um, what as far as your schooling in college, do you have any idea where you'd like to go?
So if I want to stay in state, I was thinking either University of Cincinnati or Ohio State University, but I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's any distinction about the psychology programs or anything like that for either one. I don't know. Is there any notoriety for either one of those?
I've been trying to research that more the past couple of weeks, but I haven't found very much on it. So it's kind of iffy.
Have you visited the campuses for both of those?
I was planning on doing that next year, my junior year.
Okay. So, do you have any favorite subjects in high school this year?
I love biology, and I think I'm really good at biology. That and probably world history are two of my favorite classes.
Oh, that's great. So biology, can you tie that into psychology with biochemistry and everything like that?
I would think so. I mean, I would believe so. Sorry, I'm not the best at school.
So okay, well that's certainly an interesting subject. Now, world history. What's your favorite time period of world history to try to study?
Hmm, that's a good question. Probably Reconstruction after the Civil War was really interesting for me to look at. I enjoyed reading about it.
Yeah, that whole period. I think mine was just well, we're talking world history. We're basically talking American history now, but mine in American history probably is the Depression era. That whole 1930s one, fascinating time in world history and American history also. But do you have anything you'd like to mention to the viewers, the supporters of Beavercreek hockey, the parents and everything? Do you have anything you'd like to mention to them?
Honestly, I would just like to give a big thank you, especially to all the parents and to all the players. They've all been super kind and they all welcomed me with open arms last season and continue to do so this season. Obviously, I have fun. I still stuck around, but it's been a fun experience. I really enjoyed it.
What what are your all of your duties as a team manager? I guess I'm not sure what all you guys do.
So usually we take stats during the game, and then last year we would always fill up water bottles, make sure they have everything. We went to practices usually for safety, just to get like an AED kit just in case. But that's our main duties. Of course, we try and do extra just to be courteous, but that's all we're usually here for.
Well, that's great. Well, I'll tell you what, we really appreciate you joining us today, Abby. Abby Schiffelbein, sophomore team manager. We appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to visiting with you guys again, maybe earlier this or later this season. So thanks for joining us, Abby. And hello to your teammate over there, Allison. Okay, thank you very much, Abby. So we thank Abby Schiffelbein for joining us, one of the team managers for the Beavers. As they come back out on the ice, the Beavers are going to have a minute 23-second power play at the outset of the third period, and they lead it over the Troy Trojans 4-1. And we're always wanting to mention all of our sponsors for Beavercreek hockey, and filling out some of the other corporate sponsors that taking care of us this season. Milanos Pizza and Subs. They are located in the Fairfield Plaza, right there at Kemp Road in Fairfield, and that's Milanos and their website, milanossubs.com. You can visit their website or call them at 427-7827 and order a sub or a pizza from Milanos. Also, another restaurant sponsor for us this year, first year sponsor is Rusty Taco. And Rusty Taco is located in Town Drive in the shops of Beavercreek. And their phone number, easy to remember, 306-8080. And their website is just simply Rusty Taco, all one word, rustytaco.com. So visit them if you'd like to have some good tacos this evening. Also, Voss Toyota, and they are located in the car car lot strip right on 35, between Factory Road and the stoplights there at 35. And you can visit Voss Toyota for new or used vehicle or any service you need on your car. Voss Toyota in Beavercreek. So we're getting set for the third and final period at the South Metro Sportsplex, located in Centerville off Yankee Road. As the two teams will huddle up with their respective coaches, Coach Zabo of Troy, Coach Gutterman of Beavercreek, and referees Leon Waltz, Keith Picard will moderate the action here in this third period. And the Trojans, red sweaters, red trunks, white sweaters, and the Beavers in all black uniforms this evening, as they are listed as the road team tonight. Puck is dropped, and we are ready for the third period. Beavers looking for maybe a game-clinching goal on this power play. Puck carried in, poke checked away off the stick of Bush. Bush picks it back up along the boards. Now rink-wide pass for Webb. Back to Bush, stolen away by Cam Lombardo. Lombardo on right wing, trying to get a shot off, and it's wide. Again, Ian Champagne in goal now for the Beavers. As the game was started by Benny Duford. Now just 40 seconds left in the Beavercreek power play. Mike McWork for Troy. Short-handed. Beavers now take the puck away. Here they come. Up the right wing. Here is Donahue of Beavercreek. Drops it off to the right point. Now for Webb. Rink wide shot. Off the goalpost. And the rebound tipped wide. Beavers nearly score a power play goal. They got 10 seconds left. Puck loose right in front. Hansen a shot. He scores! Riley Hansen with a power play goal to give the Beavers now a 5-1 lead. And for the sophomore Hansen, that is his 6th goal of the season. Beavers now a commanding 5-1 lead. The Trojans will try to regroup. They'll need to score the next goal of the game if they like any chance to try to come back. Here come the Beavers. Martin, poke checked away. Elsner after it for Beavercreek. Couldn't pick it up. Tipped down the ice by Burris of Troy. Burris lost it. Beavers trying to get it out of the zone. Beavers regain possession. And the Beavers in forward to Sunday against Alter. Now here's a chance, a shot by Elsner is wide of the mark as he moved in on right wing. From the carom and the corner boards, it's shot down the ice by Troy's Logan. Teams change on the fly as the Beavers come back the other way. Here's Bush on left wing, trying to center the puck. It's broken up and unable to hold it in. At the center point was Martin. Beavers now will check it back in. Back comes Sexton. Sexton, shot, save. Champagne, rebound to the near boards. Puck chipped ahead. McGurk trying to sweep it in. Partially fanned on that clearing shot. Now Sexton can't hold it in for Troy. It's dumped in by Burkhart of the Trojans. 12 minutes left in the third period. It's 5-1 Beavercreek. Beavers 5 unanswered goals. Comes the Beavers. Bush, he's ridden to the boards as he chips it in behind the Troy net. Back is the Trojans. Burkhart chips it to center. Beavers try to regain possession, but it's cleared back down the ice on an icing violation as Colin Burkhart heads to the bench after icing that puck. 11:29 to go in the game. Troy's Caden Lombardo having a word with goaltender Noah Carver. Some words of encouragement. Alex Elsner for Beavercreek wins the face-off. Screen shot. They score! It's off the pad of Carver and bounds in off the near post as it squirts right by his blocker pad. It goes right through him. And it's now 6-1. Joey? Oh, Ethan Webb. Okay. Ethan Webb, the defenseman, scores the goal for Beavercreek. And for Ethan Webb, who's a sophomore defenseman, that's his 2nd goal of the season. Now Troy penalty as the Trojans trying to stick in the game. Here is Bush screen shot. It's blocked in front. Hansen bumped off the puck by Burkhart. Donahue is checked also by Colin Burkhart, who's trying to make something happen out there for the Trojans. Beavers on a one-man power play, leading at 6-1. Puck held in at the left point by Bush. He drops it off for Hansen. Riley Hansen, top of the slot, screen shot, blocked. And McGuirk is able to clear it down the ice for Troy. And at 20 left in the power play chance. Here come the Beavers. Pass up ahead on right wing. And big check by McGuirk. And will he incur a penalty? And it's a hook. And we'll see who heads in off the ice. And that's a hooking minor, and it will be on Troy's Cameron Lombardo, it looks like. So, two-man power play for 1 minute 4 seconds for the Beavers. So they have a chance to really ice the game now. It's a 6-1 count for the Beavers, and they have a chance with a 5-on-3 power play to further put the game on ice. Penalty killers for the Trojans out there. McGuirk along with Burris and Caden Lombardo. The Beavers. Now we've got another Madeline Logan. So a double minor penalty. Madeline Logan heading off. So, wow. So the Trojans maybe showing some frustration as things have kind of unwound for them in this game. Here's Thomas Bush. Bush, rink wide pass. Donahue. Donahue looking for a hat trick. Now back for Bush. Shot high and wide. Puck held in at the left point. Webb just scored. Now for Donahue to Webb, top of the slot, shot, save, rebound is blocked on defense, and able to slip it to center was Burris of Troy. Here come the Beavers back. And still working 5-on-3, and the key here is to be patient. Ethan Webb drops the puck off, a give and go to Donahue. Donahue, Bush, one-time shot is off a stick up over the crossbar. Now Hansen, Bush for Donahue, centers for Bordas, shot, backhander blocked, save, Hansen, rebound, shot, and it's kept out of the net by Carver as it pinged off the crossbar but did not go in. Now Beavers still trying to make a play, shot, tucked up high off the pads of Carver. Now Bordas in the corner to Donahue. Joey Donahue, he's got Hansen waiting in front, parked right in front. There's Bush trying to center the puck. Bordas chasing it down in the corner. He's trying to make a play. Now to Bush. Bush working around McGuirk. Bush wrapping around, shot, save, rebound, save, rebound, they score! Joey Donahue, a hat trick, as Noah Carver did all he could to keep the puck out of the net. And he just had to face a barrage. And finally, the Beavers are able to put it in on this power play. Donahue, a hat trick. And for the season, his 5th of the year. So the Beavers, as Noah Carver on one knee, he's shaking his head as he thought he could keep the puck out. He's been a gallant in the net for Troy as he's faced a lot of shots tonight. Referee at the scorer's table sorting things out as the minor penalty is expired with the goal, but still 2:02 left in that double minor to Madeline Logan, or at least she was apparently serving that bench penalty. So it was probably a bench penalty on the Trojans, and Logan simply serving that penalty as they had to send someone to the penalty box. So now we're still sorting things out, and as the Beavers now lead it 7-1, as it'll be Gavin Burris for Troy, and trying to see, it looks like Alex Elsner in the face-off circle, trying to sort out the penalties. Got 8:19 left to go in the game. So still 2 minutes left in a power play chance for the Beavers. Puck shot in the Beaver zone. Bush circles around a check and starts out on right wing. Bush trying to work around, centers the puck. Loose in front. Bush trying to get a whack at it. He's checked by Hernandez. And picking the loose puck is Glover of Troy. Backhand shot, and it's wide. The short-handed Trojans trying to get back on the board. They led 1-0. It's been 7 unanswered goals by the Beavercreek offense. Loose puck. Carver plays it right off the side of his net and leaves it for McGurk. Pass ahead off a stick. Back to McGurk. Rink-wide pass in his own zone by DeBrose. DeBrose checked along the boards. Beavers come away with it. Here's Bush. He'll dump it in as he did not have a clearing to try to take a shot. Unable to hold the puck in along the boards for the Beavers was Lehman. Beavers shoot right back in. McGurk up ahead for Burris. Burris off his stick for Hansen. Hansen trying to move in the slot. Still holding on to it. Right wing. Now into the corner. Hansen drops it off for Bush. Screen shot. Save by Carver as he may have got a blocker pad on that. Now circling for a shot. They score! Riley Hansen. So Riley Hansen, another power play goal. And it's now 8-1 for the Beavers, as we still have 6:30 to play in the game, as the Trojans, a few of the Trojan players meet at the bench to speak with Coach Szabo as they sort out their lineup. As with that power play, all the penalties now are expired for Troy. Now back come the Beavers again off the face-off, centering pass right through the slot in front and off a stick down the ice, and that'll result in an icing violation against the Troy Trojans. For all your construction needs, visit Earhart Construction Group in Beavercreek. That's EHRHART, Earhart Construction Group. Business or residential construction in Beavercreek. Now here's a centering pass off the stick of Donahue, who scored a hat trick this evening. He's fighting with Connor Sexton along the boards. He ties Sexton up, who still comes away with it. He leaves it for Burris. Burris shot wide. Under 6 minutes to play in this game. Beavers in black lead it 8-1. Now here's a clearing, a shot centered. It's rather than a shot by Bush. He tried to center the puck over for Hansen, as Bush had a clearing for a shot for a moment, but that closed up and he was unable to put the puck on net. 5.5 to go. First control in their own zone. Now Burris taking the puck away. Burris has it taken away by Bush, Thomas Bush. trying to drop the puck off. It's shot to center. That comes right on net to Schiffelbein, and he'll drop it off. And the Beavers will start out. Under 5 minutes to go. Puck shot back down behind the Troy net for another icing violation against the Beavers. If you need any concrete needs for your business or your home, visit Ernst Concrete in Beavercreek, another one of our business sponsors this season for Beavercreek varsity hockey. Now the Trojans will substitute a couple of players before they conduct the face-off deep in the Beavercreek zone. Garrett Paff back on the ice, along with, looks like, Helen Glover. It'll be Caden Lombardo taking the draw for Troy. There's a shot from the right point from the stick of Paff. It's off a body in front, behind the net. Puck centered again, right on. Schiffelbein down, and they score! The Trojans are able to put the puck in the net and break the scoring drought they had since the first period. And scoring for the Trojans is Caden Lombardo. So Caden Lombardo cuts the Beaver lead to 8-2 with 4:35 to play. And from the face-off at center ice, Beavers, Elsner had it, but had it poke-checked away. Back come the Trojans, McGuirk. McGuirk trying to get a shot off, unable to. Had it sweep-checked away. Puck held in. There's a shot from the left point by Kellen Glover, and it's blocked in front. Now here's Paff. Paff lost it. Now Bush for Beavercreek in the corner. Checked by Burkhart. Trojans trying to get the puck in front, unable to get a stick on it for a shot. Under 4 minutes to play. First trying to get the puck out of their own end. Garrett Paff digging at it. Paff behind the Beavercreek net, looking in front for DeBrose, but checked and unable to get the pass away. Beavers clear the zone. It'll be Glover that tries to chip it back in. Now a loose puck comes to Joey Brussel. Brussel lost it, leaves it for Glover. He'll dump it in. 3:15 to go in the contest. The Beavers lead at 8-2. And they're the road, classified as the road team this evening. So they're in the black uniforms, now racing into the Troy zone. Bush trying to drop it off in front and slid it right through the crease, but unable to get a shot away was Barton. Now a shot. Pad save by Carver on Bordas, who had a very good chance right in front, but Carver able to keep the puck out on the pad save. Now here's Cole DeBrose. Brose will slide it in as the Trojans change lines with 2.5 to go. Back come the Beavers. Puck dumped in behind the net. It's Glover. Has it poke checked away. Along the left wing boards, it's Burkhart. Burkhart, he's checked. Puck shot in off a stick behind the Troy net again. Now Glover ridden into the boards by Hansen. Hansen circles back. Tries to drop it off in front and gets it back off a stick. Left point, shot, gloved by Carver. As he plucks the puck out of the air, and he'll hold on. 1:55 to go in this one. Despite the 8-2 score, Noah Carver has played well in net for the Trojans. He's faced a lot of power plays tonight. Face off in the right wing circle of the Troy zone. It'll be Caden Lombardo. There's a shot from the draw. It's just wide. Oh, Donahue has it taken away. Donahue trying to get it back. It squirts down the ice. Colin Burkhart leaves it for McGuirk. McGuirk in the Beavercreek zone along the boards for Paff. Paff checked. Kicked back in behind the net. A minute and a half to go. Now trying to play it is Colin Burkhart. Now has it taken away. Puck rimmed along the right wing boards of the Creek zone. There's a shot. Pad save, Champagne. Champagne in relief of Benny Duford, as again Coach Gutterman splitting up the goaltending assignments. 1 minute left in the game. A couple of players down in the corner. There is Champagne. He'll cover the loose puck as it skitters over to the side of the Beavercreek net. He'll hold on for a face-off. 40 seconds left. So just 40 seconds left. The teams will have a face-off deep in the Beaver zone. It'll be Connor. It'll be Gavin Burris scored the first goal for Troy. There's a shot from the face-off. Save and the rebound. Champagne, he'll hold on. And I don't think the clock started. I think they started the clock on that face-off. Still showing 40 seconds left. And for there, now it's started. Now shot down the ice from the draw. Racing after it for the Beavers was Bordis. Bordis trying to make a play, but checked in the corner. Now it was Connor Sexton for the Trojans, but unable to catch up with the loose puck. There's 10, now counting down to 15 seconds left in the game. Puck stripped away at center by Mike McGuirk. McGuirk around a check, dumps it in. 5 seconds left. Elsner unable to get the puck out. And as they try to center the puck, time will expire. So the Beavers moved to 6-1 on the season with an 8-2 win this evening against the Troy Trojans. As for the Beavers, Joey Donahue with a hat trick. And also scoring for the Beavers, Thomas Bush with 2 goals. He just missed a third. But also Riley Hansen and Ethan Webb scoring. So we'll go over the full scoring for this game. As the Beavers outscore the Trojans 4-1 in the third period. As to recount the scoring, the Trojans opened up the scoring with Gavin Burris, a power play goal early in that first period to give the Trojans a 1-0 lead, and then Thomas Bush, his first of 2 goals on the game. And for Bush, it was his 14th of the year. Midway through the period to tie the game, and then with just a few seconds left, as there was a face-off with 5 seconds left in the period in the Troy zone, it was Joey Donahue with his first of 3 goals tonight, as on a rebound he was able to slip the puck in with literally just under a second left in the period. And for Donahue, that was his 3rd of the year, and it gave the Beavers a 2-1 lead after 1. Thomas Bush with goal number 15 to open scoring in the second, and then Joey Donahue, his 2nd of the game, 4th of the year, to close out the scoring in the second period, and the Beavers then led it 4-1. And in the third, it was a series of power plays that really put the game away for the Beavers, as they at one point had a 5-on-3 power play on a double minor and also another minor penalty, as Riley Hansen scoring for Beavercreek his 6th goal of the year. And then Ethan Webb his second goal of the year. And then Joey Donahue completing a hat trick for his fifth of the year, and another power play goal. That was Riley Hansen with his seventh goal of the season on another power play, and that made it 8-1. And then for the Troy Trojans, completing the scoring was Caden Lombardo, and for Lombardo, he completed the scoring on the game. So that is how things went this evening. The final count 8-2 for the Beavers. They look forward to their next action Sunday afternoon against the Alter Knights. It'll be the first of the big rivalry contest this season against their rival from Kettering, the men in black and gold of Kevin Berry, the coach Kevin Berry, the Alter Knights, and the Beavers will play that game Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. So that'll wrap things up from South Metro Sportsplex Rink in Centerville. My name is Kent Jacobs, speaking for webcast engineer Jeff Duford, reminding you again the final score: the Beavercreek Beavers 8 and the Troy Trojans 2. Good evening from Centerville.